Hello YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel Anna Bella. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Life Application Study Bible, 3rd edition. This is the Anglicised edition, so it's a UK only special. Let's go to the table and check it out. It is a massive tome and I am going to be comparing it to my new Open Bible and my Good News Youth Edition Bible. I'm not going to be comparing it to the LDS Quad because I don't want to, because this Bible is really rather heavy. So off to the table we go. Here is the Life Application Study Bible. So this is the UK version. This is the only version I can find. It's got the New International version. You can't get it in King James in the UK. This is the Life Application TM Study Bible 3rd edition. There are King James, New King James and New International versions, or whatever version they have of the international version. This is the UK one. This is by Hodder and Stroughton. And then it says, the best-selling Life Application Study Bible is unparalleled among study Bibles. Study Bibles are rare in the UK. As an invaluable aid to devotional reading, quiet times and Bible study. Blah, 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 blah. 30 years. 3rd edition, updated and expanded. Word of God to everyday life. This edition uses a full text of accurate, readable and clear New International Version in British English, allowing the Bible to be read more naturally. The British English is really important for the UK, because I've got hold of American Bibles and I've had to put them down because I can't stand the lack of the U in colour. I know that seems a small thing, but that's huge, because British English, I hate that term, it's just English, is not the same as American English. So you've got a British text with its cute little UK flag in a heart thing. Life Application Study Notes, book introductions, cross-references and concordance. Concordance means dictionary, colour maps, and then Envi Bibles, and that's the RBNS number. If I take the jacket off, oh, it's such a heavy book. It really is rather heavy. Got the other two over there. If I take the jacket off, it's got the exact same cover. It just, and the back. So it is hard cover. So there we've got more than 10,000 life application notes and features, 100 life application profiles, introductions and overviews for each book, 500 maps and charts, dictionary concordance, extensive side column cross-referencing system, life application index notes, charts, maps, presentation page, single column format, full text in British English. You wouldn't think that that is overly important, but actually it is. So there we've got when it was first published in 1988, about the NIV. Clear New English in British English, developed by Biblica. And then you've got some social media links. So let's crack on to the front, because it's exactly the same as its American counterparts. You've got the presentation page there, and you've got the family tree. But where do you put the children? You've got husband, wife, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, but where's the space for the kids, if they have any, and grandchildren? It just doesn't make sense anyway. And you've got special memories, and then you've got the Life Application Study Bible. 3rd edition. Yes, you do get some ghosting of the text, but we actually like that in the UK. I know that sounds a bit bonkers, but we do actually. It's one of the things that we like. It's very smooth to touch. So you've got the contents page, got all of that before you even get to the Bible. So we've got then a list of welcome, list of the books, alphabetical list of the books, cross-referencing system, how that works, preface. So all about the NIV, contributors, and then you've got the chronology of Bible events and world events at the time. So one of my favourite ones, Celts invade Britain, Well, the Celts were already here. So that's interesting. And one of my favourite ones is first time Greek men choose short haircuts, 490. That is, yeah, that is really what we need to know. That is what we need to know when the Greeks decided to go with the short hair. That's the most important thing in life. Really. Yeah, so at the top you've got the chronology along the bottom, and then it tells you sort of like what is included. And I know I've mentioned that I didn't want a Bible that scrunched up all the Bible text like I did in the Open Bible, but this one doesn't. So this is the Old Testament. So you've got a nice page on Genesis, some statistics there. And you've got a timeline along the bottom. You've got mega themes, and then you've got a blueprint. So what's actually going on here? Then you've got places. I mean, like we know where Eden is, yeah. Then you've got the story, and it is single column, which is nice. And then you've got beginnings, the Bible, and then you've got your notes. So that's the Bible text there. Then you've got a little bit, and then you've got notes. And it's okay because it is single column. And then you've got your little reference points there if you want to get out and notes. And some of the notes, I mean, look at this. It's chock full of notes. Satan used a sincere motive to tempt Eve. Well, that's very true. He did. Don't you want to be a god and know good from evil? Yada, yada, yada. Then you've got Adam's profile, which is this big. And to be absolutely honest, Eve's is just a little bit smaller. To be absolutely honest, I think the only reason Adam's is slightly bigger, yeah, you've got to be really careful because the pages are very thin, is because they could have, it's got this extra space down here. And he's got more gaps in his paragraph. So, and you've got Abel whizzing on, and you get these nice maps. And I like it because you're not drowning in like colourful, toxic colour. It is red and it is black, which is nice. And the numbers are nice and bold. And you've got God promises a son to Abraham, who becomes Abraham. A bit on Lot there. It's really nice. Let's whiz it on. Whizzing on. Whizzing on. Some in Job. Psalms. Because we do actually pronounce some of the biblical names differently as well between American English and UK English. So this is Isaiah. So it really does matter that it is in UK English. And people are like, really? Yes, it does. The time between the Old and New Testament, get a nice little bit there. And then that ends. Then you've got the New Testament, and we rock on, and nice map. It does Joseph, good old Joseph map. Notes, biblical text. These study Bibles are a bit annoying because the biblical text sometimes is really scrunched, and the notes take up all of the space. See, it is a red Bible in the New Testament, so anything Jesus says will be in red. So we are now in Mark. Mark's only 16 chapters long. It's really short. And we've got Jesus' route to Golgotha. That's the place of skulls. So that's where he was crucified. A little bit on Pilate there. And I like the fact that everybody is given an unbiased Elizabeth. I love these character profiles. Zachariah. I like them. Everybody is given a fair hearing. Satan's even got one somewhere. And so has Barnabas. And so has Judas. So this is that. You do get some leaking through. And this is the end. So Revelation, we have what we know about eternity. And then you've got your weights and measures. Then you've got Christian workers' resources. how to follow up, the new believer, etc., etc., etc. Mining the treasures of the Life Application Bible, so basically how to use it. Taking the steps to application. And we've got a reading plan, abbreviations, and then you've got the master index, which is a chunky monkey at the back here. Got the dictionary, and then you've got the concordance or dictionary. So even we don't really use the word concordance, we say dictionary in the UK. Bible dictionary and index. Then index to maps, index to personality profiles, which is kind of cool. So you can just go straight to whoever you want to look up. There you go. There is a little bitty one somewhere on Satan somewhere. Had a look at that earlier. Then you've got dictionary. And then you've got some really nice glossy maps at the back. Got blank page that just separates out. Paper thin pages though, as a Bible should have. So then we've got some really nice glossy photos. Israel, World of the Patriarchs, Exodus from Egypt, 12 tribes of Israel where they lived, allegedly. How do we know? United Kingdom, not the UK, don't get confused. Deportations, returns under Assyria and Babylon. Oh, going back and forth between the two, are we? Nice trip out. Assyria and Babylonian empires, Greek Empire, land of the last Hellenistic period, Old Jerusalem, Old Testament Jerusalem, New Testament Jerusalem, land in the time of Jesus, and then ministry of Jesus. Then we've got Paul's missionary journeys and the Roman Empire and the spread of Christianity. Oh, look, Britannica. And Israel and the Middle East today. So that is that in the big fat thing. It's worth noting that the Good News Bible has got more space surrounding the text and thicker pages, but obviously this is designed for you to draw on and colour. So that is that. And then you've got the Open Bible. And yes, the British version of the Life Application Bible does have a lot of leaking because the pages are so thin. And then if we open up the Open Bible, you can really see how the comfort print is just a beautiful book. Absolutely beautiful book. And it lays quite nicely on the table too. To be fair, both of them do. So that is that. And what is interesting is, oh yeah, because you've got that at the front. You've got the dictionary at the front in this one. I know. What is interesting is all of this new sort of Bible studying, because it's not really a thing in the UK as big as much. It's not as a big thing in the UK because we just get our Bible and we read it. But I just don't know, do you guys like have Sunday school and stuff? But Sunday school for us is aimed at kids, you see. And there are Bible study groups that churches can have. But personal Bible study like this is really not as big here because our faith, like our politics, tends to be quiet. Some people would be horrified that I'm doing reviews. It's just not something that people like to talk about publicly in the UK. And you're not going to change that, because we like to keep our faith and our political beliefs quite private, even though recently more and more people have been sort of talking about it, but they won't talk about it in like, you should believe this or you should believe that. No. It's very much, this is what I have. It's a good resource. You might want to look into it type of thing. It is not, and it never shall be pushy, because that's just not the UK's character, to be fair. We're just like, oh, you believe that? That's very nice. If that makes sense. It's never going to be as pushy and as loud as it is in the Americas. Sorry. We just don't do that. We're not as intense with it. It's like, oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm thinking of going to church. Oh, that's good. You know, it just says, oh, I can't meet up. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And people get kind of cagey about it in the UK. It's just how we are. We like to believe quietly and let other people just believe quietly as well. We're not, you know, going to make a hoo-ha or song and dance, because we're a multicultural society. We don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. So, yeah. But yeah, it's quite nice. I'm really pleased. Really good. And it's got nice, yeah, it's really nice. And it's not too convoluted, because we could be here for ages going into deep theology. And sometimes what all you want is actually, I want to see how this prophecy links with a previous prophecy. Can you show me the link now? I don't need to, you know, go all deep and meaningful. But this is, yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. And I've watched loads and loads and loads of reviews on different study Bibles to get to this point. And I did look at some of the more colourful ones, and I was like, actually, you know what? This is nice. Just look at this. When it is there, you've just got the single column and you've got that. Whereas this one, you've got double column and the references are there, which I think it makes real good use of the space. Then if you have got notes, it's under there. It's not too convoluted. It's clear. That's why I got that one. I really enjoyed. I really enjoy this one. It's nice and clear. This one, I mainly got it because the maps were nice. They were included, but they didn't dominate. And you got these profiles, which is nice to have. So you get like an overview. But what is really cool, well, I think it's cool anyway, other people may differ. Yeah, you are going to have a 20-minute review on this. What is nice is you get statistics, explanation, timeline. Then you get the blueprint and the mega themes for each book. And then you get places in Judges. And then it starts. And then you get notes and maps, which is nice. And then if we were to look at, just move that, to look at the Open Bible, I think this one does really well. Let's see. So say we want to read Kings. Or Kings 2, if we can. So you've got book, author, time, Christ, keys to Kings. And then you've got what I particularly like. Survey of Kings, 2 Kings. And then you get this beautiful outline. So it tells you exactly what is happening where. It's like a little contents page for each book. That is great. Absolutely great. And it's nice and clear. The Open Bible wins on that one. Not that it's competition, but this one also does this blueprint thing. So it tells you what's going on. Not as detailed as the Open Bible does, but you still have it. So I'm really pleased. I do recommend them. Life Application Bible and this Holy Bible, this Open Bible. This is the Open Bible and it's King James Version. And this one is the NIV, New International British Version. because I don't have to be horrified by the lack of viewing colour. And then I've got the Good News Bible, which is easy reading, and if you want to do some colouring. So, yeah, it's really nice to have 3 detailed Bibles. I've also got my LDS quads, which, to be fair, they are extremely detailed as well, with the chapter headings and everything. So, I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Life Application Study Bible. Do check out these Bibles. Bye! Well, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Life Application Study Bible, the Anglicised version. It's the 3rd edition. Please like, comment and subscribe, and thank you so much for your support. Bye!